It's actually gone sunny out. The wind's still there, still feels chilly. But it's nice to have a breeze, not breeze, light. Very much the same thing. Good job I brought the coffee in with me. We're actually pulling in 21.15 watts. That's not bad. Take nearly 24 hours to charge up to full though, but at least it's working. Right, so you can probably tell I'm back in the van. I'm just going to pull stuff out of here and then have a play with what space we've got. Old yoga mat, Tesco bag, foldable solar panel. That's the box for my gymnastics rings. That's said gymnastics rings. Where's the rest of it? There we go. Resistance bands, picnic blanket, piece of rubber, another piece of rubber. Can't remember what I was thinking of using them for. Fitting and wiring accessories for surface mounted boxes. What's this for? Other than, you know, a surface mounted box. No idea, that could probably be binned. Right, what we've got? A random bin bag. What I've got back here now then, my bouldering pad right at the back there. That's my, well, that's a chalk bag for one thing. That's my power cable for electric hookup. Where, I wonder, would I want that to be located? Actually, it's easy enough to get my pad out if I need to. One thing about the pad being orientated this way is I can actually get it out with just opening the one back door rather than both. Whereas down here I had to open that one to open that one to drag the pad out. Chalk pad. Bag rather. Chocks. They could probably go. If I move that now, that's all going to fall down. Oh, there we go. Put that down there. That up there, and don't look at it directly because that blinds you. Oh, that's a near perfect fit. Not that way round though. Right then. Keep that way round. That's good. Ow! Don't do that. I have a camping chair here. A hammock that I've not found a place to use yet. And then a little box down here. Oh, my old climbing shoes. Bananas for the shoes. Should probably get new then. That bag I don't need. That bag I don't need. They can go. These are probably no good. Awesome Walls Climbing Centre sticker. Probably no good by now. Shoe spray. is it worth holding on to these instincts? I mean, they weren't bad shoes, I quite like them. To be honest, I forgot they were even in here. I shall take these to the wall with me and give them another go. Because it's some time since I used them, but if I do decide to keep them, they are going to need resoling. Because it's lost the edge. If I remember correctly, that's what these shoes were. These were edging shoes for slabs and stuff, so these were hard rubber. I've actually had one of my pairs of boosters redone in the hard rubber, which make these a bit redundant, but I'll give them a go first before I make a decision either way. Right, I also have my tyre pump back here. Which I shouldn't need too often, but really you should check your tyres pressures every month, ideally. So now I've got to figure out how I want to use this space and set stuff up. Woohoo! Yeah, it's a lot, not a lot of stuff to sort out, but a bit messy, so I'm going to play around with this for a bit in this little area down here, and then I'll get back to you. I'll also try my best not to bump my head too much. No promises. I've made some changes. For one, I've pulled those two boxes from the overcab shelf down. They fit in there rather nicely. It's a bit annoying that I don't have a third box because they would stack up great, but you can't get them boxes anymore. Pretty sure they came from B&Q and they just don't make them like that. Not as convenient shape or size these days, and a much cheaper plastic, and not with decent clip-on lids either. I'm not sure whether they'll stay there or whether I'll put them up to the side here. I'm trying to think at the minute of what will be the most accessible for me. So what else I've done is this box that was my climbing stuff here. It's not staying up there, I've just put it up there while I was messing about down here. But that, I've taken my shoes out because I realised with my climbing boots, guidebooks being the heaviest that I've got, because they're kind of thick, I don't want them up on my shelf. I realise I've got this box for my climbing stuff, so why not put them in there? So that's what I've done. And when I do come to needing them, I just need to remember that that's what I've done. Easier said than done. Up here I've put my cheese blocks, because the theory is I can easily just whip round, get them. That's my wedges for levelling out the van. I've got my resistance bands here, my gymnastics rings, and my tyre pump, subject to move about. Power cable. I think I might move these two boxes over to here, you know. Oh, and I've got this power box here and the flat pack solar panel for it that I want to keep under here as well. It's annoying that I just can't quite sit upright here. All that needs to come in here after that then, for the time being at least, is my climbing bag and then my rucksack for when I go walking. I think I'll also put a box of some sort maybe for dirty laundry down here as well, or wet laundry, wet coat and stuff. Another change I'm considering then is this here. So what I may do is get another small plastic tub similar to what I've got and keep my gas canisters in them. I'm not sure what I'll use this area for, but if I do that, move my gas canisters, put them under there. I do have, I believe it's a 1.5 litre slow cooker that used to be my granddad's that I think would fit in there quite nicely. Although whether this would be strong enough to hold it back whilst travelling, don't know, I'll have a think about that. What I could probably do with a decent saucepan in here, or two, because the only ones I've got are those camping ones which are thin metal and they just cook too fast. They've been usable for me so far, but I think a better quality one would be better, and that would be an ideal place to keep them maybe. Chuck this camping stove under there maybe, or above the cab. Actually, if I cleared that out, I could maybe make that the little pantry instead. That might make far more sense. Maybe put a small door on it, turn it into a cupboard. That's what I've got in the box. That top box, I've got some spices, I've got noodles, I've got a pack of biscuits, I've got tins of stuff, tuna, tomatoes, baked beans. I've got a jar of tequila sauce, is not at all what I was looking for. Chicken tikka masala sauce, that's the one. Very similar to tequila, I bet. That might not be a bad shout. Make that the pantry. That just leaves me with space up here. So I was thinking I could maybe move the wardrobe up to here, out of this cupboard back here. Oh, actually, you know what, if I do that, this might be an ideal cupboard to keep, well, that one burner camping stove won't go in, but my jet boil would. Well, I suppose I could use that as the pantry and keep all that as is. In which case, what would I need with them boxes? Moving them out into here would stop me needing to find a way to secure them tubs down. Wardrobe won't weigh much, that'll be fine up there. Couple of boxes. And what else have I got? Couple of torches. Toilet rolls. I'm going to have a think about this for a minute whilst I drink my coffee and listen to some music that I can't put on the video because of copyright. this is where I'm leaving it for today. Looks tidy. Won't stay that way. I'm definitely going to have a bit more of a think about what I want to do here. And up in that cupboard there. Yeah, those tubs under there aren't too bad to get at, that'll be fine, at least temporarily. Like I say, a couple of decent saucepans wouldn't go amiss, and they might be best kept in there if they'll fit, rather than make that the little pantry cupboard. Because I mean, the other advantage of keeping the plastic box as the pantry is it's also fairly sealed. At least compared to a cupboard like that. So that's probably going to help some of the foodstuffs in there in the long term, like the bag of rice that's open. And the reseal thing has lost its stick. Might grab a Chinese tub to pour that into actually. We'll see how we get on. The pasta I haven't opened yet, so that'll be fine. Yeah, I might leave stuff as it is for now. And see how that fares the next time I go to the wall. If that survives a drive or not, or topples over. I also think then that with this setup, I shall run an LED strip along the beam going from the front to the back there, and that'll shine light out that way. I think I found the strip that I want to go for. Decide which end I want to put the switch, or whether I'll run a separate feed through to light up the back, because I won't be able to turn a light on under there from the back doors. So when I do take my climbing pad in or out and it's dark, well, I won't be taking it out if it's dark, but coming back to the van and it's dark, I won't be able to just switch a light on so I can see what I'm doing without having come into the van to do it. I'm going to leave this there then. Whether this will be a today video or joined with tomorrow, I've no idea. I am, however, done for today. But that's not bad.